Hey guys, Jason here. I just had something I wanted to talk to you guys about today. It's pretty weird. And the statement is really this: the gods are watching you, but they're actually you in disguise. Yeah. So imagine this: your entire life is a reality show. Now, not in a cheesy, camera in your face, Jersey Shore kind of way. I mean cosmic. A show where you are the actual star. But here's the thing. Everyone else on the show is also you too. You know the annoying coworker? That's you. The mother-in-law? That's you. The beggar in the street? That's you. And the gods up there watching? Your every single move? Well, that's you too. It's all still you. They're all you. The thing is they're just in disguise. So let me explain. In the Upanishads, one of the oldest and most revered Hindu texts, we get the divine mic drop for sure. So we get this term called Tat Tvam Asi, and it means you are that. So that what, right? Well, it means the ultimate reality. You know, the presence behind the stars, the silence between your thoughts, the timeless consciousness, you know, behind the face of every god, every demon, every stranger, and every friend. And what it's saying is super, super simple, and yet it breaks everything at the exact same time. There's only one of us here. And you've been talking to yourself, literally, for lifetimes, right? So here's the weirdest part, is that all the gods, the entire Hindu pantheon, from Shiva to Lakshmi to Hanuman, they're not outside of you at all. They're aspects of your own consciousness. I mean, Shiva is your power to destroy, you know, what no longer serves. Saraswati is your capacity for insight. Durga, you know, is your courage. And Krishna, you know, divine playfulness. And Kali, you know, she's your ability to, you know, cut through your own ego. Kind of like a hot knife through butter. They're not really external beings watching you at all. They're expressions of the real you, you know, the bigger you. You know, the part of you that you forgot, you got lost in the costume and you kind of called it me, right? It's kind of like this. You're a being of pure awareness, and one day you decide to just play a game. And you split into countless forms, endless amounts of forms, and you create a universe. And you give yourself a body. And you give yourself a backstory, some trauma, and identity. And then you throw in the characters, you know, the friends, the lovers, the enemies, and some of them even act like gods. Some of them test you, some of them bless you, some of them even try to break you. But the weird thing is they're all you, and you just simply forgot. Because that's really just how the game works. I'll explain the game and why it exists in later episodes, but let's leave it at that for now. This life is kind of like a test, you know. It's not like a pass-fail, but it's a test of remembrance. You know, the gods don't want worship. They just want you to remember. You know, they show up in dreams, they show up in consciousness, they show up in warnings, epiphanies. Sometimes they even show up in suffering, because pain is often the only thing that silences the ego long enough to hear the truth. And if you don't know that in this lifetime, you will in the next. So get this, you're not your body, you're not your name, and you're not the story. You're the divine actor. And you're just buried under the script. It's really that simple. So, and now, I mean, the game's almost up, right? Most people are waking up, peeking behind the curtain a little bit. They're realizing there's no them, and there's really just only this. So the consciousness, the awareness, the one being playing all the parts. And when you get to that part, when you really get that, you stop playing really small and you stop begging the gods for favors. But one thing for sure is you realize that you've been the one answering your own prayers the whole time. Literally, the whole time. So you got to look at it this way. So the next time you kneel before a statue or, you know, call out for help, don't really think someone's listening. Know someone is listening. And that someone is you. Yeah, the real you, the eternal one. The one behind your eyes right now. So go ahead, bow to the gods. But smile while you do it, because they're bowing back. Tat Tvam Asi.